Hey everybody, it's Corey. I thought I'd do a close-up review of the Refugium. It's nighttime right now, so the main tank display's off, but thought I'd do a quick review and explain some of the things that I have in my Refugiums. If some of you have been wondering what I'm running, you know, I'm not exactly what kind of flow I have, but it's pretty decent flow. You know, what kind of light am I running? You know, just various things about the Refugium that people may want to know, and I just like to go through them and give everybody an update on the stuff. Well, I got my my Cato grass in, and it's in the center there. It came up in a real tight ball. It's already starting to spread. It's definitely got some growth to it already, and I've had it for probably about 2 or 3 days. It's been growing. It's growing slow. It's not very noticeable, but you can definitely tell that it's starting to grow outward. Now, earlier, I got a little bored and I was experimenting with different things for the filtration. I was reading all over the internet, people have been using filter floss, and I was like, whoa, really, you know? So, instead of running the mechanical filter, which is very loud, you know, it's another cord I got to plug in. You know, something I got to maintain with the media and everything in it. And I didn't really want my bacteria to start basing itself in that system. So I took out the hang on the back media filter, the pump and everything, and I put in a custom setup container that it's pretty much a Tupperware container. I drilled some holes in it with the drill. I got it setting on the edge of the aquarium and then the glass over the fuge, and I just drilled some holes in the bottom. You know, definitely made enough of it so that there's really no constriction on the flow besides flowing through the media. And I went to Walmart 2 days ago and I got a big bag of pillow stuffing. It's Morning Glory 100% premium polyester stuffing. If you guys are going to go this way, make sure you do check the package to see if it says if it's flame retardant, because some of the filter floss they'll put flame retardant material for like stuffing pillows and stuff. So just make sure that it doesn't have those chemical additives. And I had to redo my input a little bit. I am going to be upgrading this in the next couple days. I'm going to, instead of just having it running down like that into that 90-degree elbow, I'm actually going to have it run straight down, and I'm going to hard plumb a pipe coming down and then going into a hard pipe setup that will go down into the filter area. I'm not really happy with the way that it looks right now. It's just kind of, you know, ghetto on there, but I am going to change that in the days to come. But I put the filter floss in probably about 12 or 1, and I just changed it out maybe an hour ago, and this stuff was brown. I was like, wow, you know, it's gotten a lot of crap out of the water that the other filter wasn't even grabbing. So this filter floss does work very well, and the only reason I changed it is because the way I have it set up with that little cup there, it was starting to overflow a little bit over the cup because of the resistance of the filter media. So I just changed it out, put some fresh stuff in there for overnight. I guarantee when I wake up in the morning it's going to be brown again. And I'm very satisfied. I'm glad I went that way. It's a lot cheaper. You know, you can buy it on like Dr. Foster and Smith, but they have the actual aquarium based stuff, and it's pretty much pillow stuffing in a box, but 3 times as much. I think I paid $2.50 for a huge 20-ounce bag. It's like the size of a pillow. That's how big the bag is, and it's working really good. I got the stuff you can pull apart. They do sell it in bats to where it's like for quilts, and it's already compressed together. And I'm going to try that next once I get running low on this. And I'm just going to cut circles or squares or however I set this up. I'll just cut circles out of it, and then I'll stick that in the cup or whatever I'm going to be using. But as of right now, it's been working pretty good. And I did change my light. I know you guys have probably seen my Refugium before. It was more of a yellowish, like orangish tint to the light. I did change it out. I changed it out to let me find a package. Changed it out to a Energy Smart Daylight 65K floodlight. I don't know if you guys can see the box there. Now it's got a little less luminance light output than the other one does. It's about half, but it still has that 65K, which is what a lot of people are saying you want to go with. So I stuck with that. The bulb says it's supposed to last 6 years, and it's a 15 watt. It uses 15 watts, but it's the equivalent of a 65 watt bulb. So I'm going to see how it works, see how the grass and the algae, you know, react to it. I know people say that the white light doesn't really produce a lot of algae, so we'll see what happens with it. I'm hoping the grass will like it and it'll take off, because I really like the light output of this one better. It looks a lot nicer, and it almost gets the same color almost as the LEDs, so it kind of matches better. I do have the deep sand bed. It's about probably 6, maybe 7 inches deep. There's some colorations going on in it. You can see it starting to change some colors. I got pieces of live rock rubble in there, and I had like 3 or 4 snails in there, but like in my previous video I mentioned, I have a huge population of amphipods or copepods. I'm not sure which ones they are. They're too small to judge which ones they are, but they are blooming. They're all over the place. I'm hoping that a lot of them do grow bigger, because that'd be kind of nice. People say that they come in and out with the food, so hopefully I get a decent population. They go into the grass, and then I'll have some nice adults in there that'll keep repopulating everything. So I took a couple of the snails out, because they're actually cleaning what the amphipods and copepods may be eating, so I didn't want them to clean too much. So I took those out, put them back in the main tank. I moved my carbon on back to the other side, over by the pump on the right there. I read that you want the carbon to be after the Refugium. You want it to be after the grass and all the things that break it down in the Refugium area, because that you don't want your chemical to be doing all the work that your grass and everything else should be doing. So I switched it up, put it on the other side. I do have a power head running on the left side there on the intake chamber, along with some live rock crumble down there. I need to get some more. I don't have too much in there, but the pump I put in there, it's just one of the cheap top fin ones from PetSmart. It keeps the water moving pretty decent. There's a pretty good strong flow in there. It keeps the stuff up in the water column to where it can flow over into the Refugium and then settle in there. I built this Refugium from scratch. It was a 10-gallon tank. I had the glass cut for it, and I glued it in myself. The only thing that I would change is right in the Refugium, the 2 pieces of glass that hold the sand, they're the same height. And honestly, I'm probably going to build another one. I don't really like the way this is. The flow is not really spread out. The flow kind of goes over that piece of glass, straight through the top, and then down the other piece of glass. So you're not really getting too much circulation in the Refugium. You're getting a decent amount, but it's not as much as I would like. So in my next Refugium, I will definitely make that left glass that's up against the sand probably an inch or 2 above the sand, and then that's it. I wouldn't have it come all the way up like it does right now. And I'm talking about this one right here, because it goes over and then it goes straight across and then down. You get a little bit of circulation in there, but it's not as much as I would like. That's why I have the grass suspended on the live rock pieces to kind of get more flow underneath it. Besides that, everything else is doing pretty good. I have a new digital timer coming in that has the power outlets. It's got 4 timed outlets and like 4 ones that stay on all the time. So I will be setting that up probably towards the end of the week. I'm hoping to get it early. It says it's going to be coming the 18th. I'm hoping to get it 17th, so we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully that'll save some of my, having to turn the lights off by myself. And now with the new LEDs, I want it to be all automated. I don't want to have to sit there and turn the buttons off every night. And then it'll have a more constant flow, more constant schedule than me sometimes forgetting to turn the lights off at the exact time. I am going to tune down my main tank display time from I'm doing 12 hours now. I know that's too much, but when I was working, when I first set up this tank, I wasn't getting home until 7 or 8 at night, and if I had it on an 8-hour cycle, it'd be done already. I wouldn't even get to enjoy my tank when I got home from work. But I'm definitely going to tune it down a little bit, maybe have it start later, so then I'll be able to enjoy it later on in the night. I wish I could have the lights on all night, because it's just nice looking at it. And you guys out there that have these tanks, you know how it is. You want to be looking at it all the time, and when the lights go out, it kind of sucks. So just wanted to do a little review of my Refugium. Hope you guys like it. Hope it's inspiration, the do-it-yourself way. And when I do get my new tank, I'm going to probably upgrade to about a 125 or a 150. I'm not sure when. But when I do get my new tank, I am going to go probably with a pre-built one. But the only reason I'm going to do it that way is because it has the more advanced chambers in it than what I can do. And if I'm going to be building a bigger tank, bigger and better, you want everything to be the best of the best, and you want it to be right. So I will definitely go that direction. So yeah, if anybody's got any comments or questions, just leave them below. I'll try to get to it as fast as possible, try to answer as many questions as I can. Thanks for watching.